Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Sonja Jade, and if you're new, welcome. Tonight, because it's nighttime, child. I'm tired. I had a long ass day, but I'm here tonight for you guys. We're gonna review this Teen Mom episode. I'm gonna get right into it. I'm gonna go girl by girl. So we're just going to go ahead and start. I hope you guys are here for the review because I'm going to get into all the details of my thoughts and opinions. So let's get it. Okay, so I'm going to start off with Ashley since the show started off with Ashley. You know, as we seen last week, her brother-in-law, which is Bar's brother, was sentenced to... They didn't say whether or not it was life. But they did say he was guilty of murder and that he would be in prison for a really long time and that he would be possibly facing the rest of his life in prison. So that sounds like life, but they never actually said he has life. So I don't know, but he's in there for a long time. They filed an appeal and they plan on, you know, working on that and trying to, you know, get that situated. But in the meantime, Ashley's mom is moving to Atlanta. That's nice. I wasn't expecting that, but I can see Ashley's mom being in Atlanta. She gives off a little bit of, like, even though she's Cali born, well, I don't know if she's Cali born, but she's out in Cali. That's where Ashley's raised and stuff. But I can see a little southern charm coming out of her. I can see that. So that's nice. And their house looked nice. I'm happy for her. That's great. And, you know, Ashley's thinking about moving too. And I'm not surprised. I can see that. She seems like a mama's girl. And especially with her being a young mom, you know, she looks to her mom a lot for helping with the babies. So I'm not surprised she wants to move to Atlanta with her mom. And honestly, I agree with Ashley. I do think that moving to Atlanta, or just moving period, away from their environment might be better for them as a family. You know, it depends. I will say from experience, it does depend on how strong your relationship foundation is, you know. If your relationship is rocky and, you know, it's kind of like up and down and you just hoping and praying that a fresh start and a move will make your relationship better, sis. But if you have a solid relationship and, you know, it's healthy for the most part and it's real and you really are just moving because you want a fresh start, but it's not just because it's like I'm moving hoping that our relationship will get better, but it's more so for a fresh start. For the most part, things can work out. And I wish nothing but the best for them. And I do hope that if they do actually move, I hope that it really does help. I am a little scared, though, because they're so excited. Like, you can tell Bar is juice. Like, at first, when Ashley brought it up, she was like, I mean, he was kind of like, I don't know, this is where I'm from. I'm Cali raised. Like, I don't know. But when they actually got to Atlanta and he seen how nice the houses were and he liked the food and seen how much cheaper and stuff was, you could tell he started to feel better about the environment. And then when they were in the diner, you know, him and Ashley talking about, you know, them trying to plan and how they would plan to actually move. When he was just saying how he thought it would be cute if Holly had a southern accent. You could just tell by the way he was just talking and the way he was like, you know, just talking about the move. You could tell he was excited and just like giddy. Like, it was cute. So I'm happy for them. And I really do hope that if they do move, I do hope that this move does help them have a fresh start and it makes their relationship stronger. And, you know, and it's better for Bar. Because, you know, and Ashley is right. That is true. That's real true. When you're in an environment where it's always chaotic and always drama and always trauma, you can't thrive from that shit. You can't. If it's always drama, trauma, and chaos, you can't thrive. Those three things do not equal growing healthy flowers and healthy plants and giving you healthy, good emotions and feelings and good vibes. You can't get that from that. That doesn't even sound right. So that makes sense. I get it, and I wish nothing but the best for them. So we're going to move on. Okay, so we're going to move on to Lexi. So in this episode, Tyler finds out that he is missing credits for a class, and because of that, he's not able to graduate right before, well, basically when the school year's over, right before summer, when people are supposed to graduate. So he has to either take summer school or go the next year to finish the class. And of course, knowing the Tyler that he is, from what we see on the show, he decides, I'm not going to summer school. I will go next year. So, I mean, let's get into it, because they didn't give too much tonight, so let's just get into it. Let's just get into it deeper. Because it is annoying. You know, I'm not gonna lie, it is annoying to see that in most, not all, don't quote me, I'm just being trill. Let's be real. Let's be realistic from what we know, from what's genetically shown, what we all know and see. Usually, no matter how young or old, when a man and a woman has a baby, usually the woman matures more and gets her shit done, and the guy still is just doing the same dumb shit. And in this case, it's the same thing. Yeah, Lexi and Tyler are both young. They're both, like, I think 18. But you see Lexi is trying to get on her shit. Tyler has a job, and that's great, but a job doesn't mean that you're responsible. It just means you have a job. So, you see Lexi's trying to get on her shit, and Tyler's just kind of playing with shit. And it's like, it is annoying. It is kind of annoying, because it's like, I mean, it would be nice to see that in every situation, it's not always the woman trying to do better and mature and to keep the family together. It would be nice to see that the guy is trying to get on his shit, that he's not still trying to cheat, he's not still trying to not go to school and finish his class so he can graduate. It would be nice to see that he's the guy is working and trying to help get a job so he can help take care of their baby. Like, I get that they're young, and I'm not mad, because like I said, he's young, so I get it. But at the same time, it would be refreshing to see that it's not always the girl that has to do everything, and it's not always the girl who's responsible for everything, even though they both had a baby together at a young age, but it's always the girl who has to do everything. It would be nice not to have to always see that. It would be nice that Tyler or maybe Stefan's ass would step the fuck up, and we wouldn't have to always see the girl stepping the fuck up and doing everything. But it is what it is. He's young. So I'm not really 100% mad, because he is young, and I get that. They had a baby young, and that's what happens. So, you know, I'm not 100% mad at him. I just wish it wasn't always on the girl sometimes. Like, and in this case, that's what it is. It's like Lexi's trying to make better decisions for them. You know, let's not move right after high school because we just had a baby and we are barely legal. We're not even legal because we're not 21 and we barely know shit, so let's not move. But instead, it's like, oh, I want to move. And you want to move, but you don't even know if you can graduate, bruh. So, like, how you going to try to move hella far and you can't even be responsible enough to get your credits? So, yeah, I'm not here for that. So, I'm not mad at Tyler because he's young, but eventually you're going to have to step it up. Oh, my God. You guys, I barely want to talk about Kayla. The stress. The fucking stress. Like, Stefan fucking stresses me out, bro. Like, I'm over. Like, I'm fucking over the dude. I'm over the dude. Like, I'm over the dude. Like, it's so... Like, every time I look at him now, I get irritated. Like, I just look at him like... Alright, so... We seen this coming. Alright, so... The motherfucker steals her fucking debit card. So, he has a problem with stealing. So, what? Let me get this straight. He likes to yell at motherfuckers. He likes to steal debit cards. He likes to cheat. He likes to yell at people and get in their face and treat them like they're children. And now he likes to hit and kick. We're learning some qualities about Stefan here, guys. We're learning some qualities. They're not great qualities, but they're qualities. Red flag qualities. Qualities you don't want. Girl. Alright, so he steals her debit card, has the nerve to get mad at her because he stole her debit card, and then as they argue, he decides, well, you know what? Me yelling at you isn't enough. Let me pull you out the car and start beating your ass. I don't know. All I can say is I feel bad. But you know what? She did go ahead and try to go the next day. Oh, I don't know if it was the next day, but she tried to go like later and, you know, testify or whatever you call it against him, but they said it was too late. But in my head, I'm thinking, like, why didn't they tell her that before? Like, they should have told her there was a deadline or something. Like, you have to come the next hour or something. They should have told her that when she was there. But anyway, so she decides to file an order of protection against him, which is good. You know, so she was able to get an emergency one out against him, and it lasts for 2 weeks. And then she's going to go from there. That's good. I actually thought she wasn't going to go through with it. I really did, but I'm glad she did. So that's good. We'll see what happens from there. But then she talks to her mom. Now that conversation, lightweight, bothered me. That conversation bothered me because I feel like, okay, let's see. Did something happen to her mom? Like, I want to know, like, or maybe not something happened to her, but like, something went wrong with the mom. And I'm not going to say went wrong because there's nothing wrong with her. But I mean, like, as far as, like, why Kayla's so accepting to the bullshit. Why Kayla has low self-esteem. Why she's so willing to allow Stefan to do damn near anything to her. There's a reason for that. She learned that from her mom. Where did her mom learn that? Okay, that conversation, and with me saying that conversation bothers me because when I was seeing them talk, it was like, her mom was damn near scared to talk to her own daughter. There's a lot of scariness going on in this family. Was there, and I'm not trying to throw out accusations, but when things don't make sense, there's a reason it doesn't make sense. There's something that happened, or there's a missing piece. I don't know. Maybe the mom had abusive situation. I don't know. I'm not trying to accuse. But she's scared. And there's a reason for it. That woman is scared. She's scared. She can't even talk. Like, you watch the show. Not just this episode. I've noticed it from the time I watched the show, from the very first episode, from the pilot to tonight. But it really was like, oh, yeah, you're scared of her tonight. And it's not that she's scared of her daughter, but she's scared to speak her truth. That's what it is. The mom is scared. Somebody scared her. It's like the mom is scared to say what she feels, to speak her truth. And she passed that on to her daughter. And her daughter is afraid of Stefan. And she allows him to walk and stomple all over her. And it's gotten to the point now he physically is doing it. That conversation bothered me because all the mom was simply trying to do was just talk to her and trying to kind of break through. And you could tell the mom's been through some shit. And you could tell she wants to prevent her daughter from going through it. She wants to share her story. But something is holding her mom back from really doing that. She's scared to speak her truth, and she's scared to share her story. She's scared to be that mom she has to be. When you're a mom, you have to be a mom. You can't just be a mom. You got to be a mom. These people are fucking crazy. These people will hurt your kids. You cannot be scary. You cannot be afraid to talk to your child about sex, afraid to talk to your child about rape. You got to be for real. You got to be real with your kids. You got to speak your truth. You got to share your story. If you've been through some shit, you got to share that shit with your kids. Because how you going to expect your child to prevent and to know what to do in a horrible situation that you've been in if you don't teach them how to prevent or to know what to do in that situation? So Jade didn't really give too much this episode, but I did. Okay, so Jade's talking to Sean again. It's like when she's not cool with her mom, she's cool with Sean, and when she's not cool with Sean, she's cool with her mom. That's just sad. And that's also another reason why Jade, there's so much toxicity. That's not a word, but you get what I'm trying to say. In Jade's relationships. Because it's like nobody's ever consistent with her. How are you going to have a solid relationship if there's no consistency? It's like when I'm cool with my mom and everything's good, me and Sean aren't good. But when I'm cool with Sean, me and my mom aren't good. No consistent relationship. That's not healthy. So her and Sean are talking again and they're cool. They're just co-parenting for Chloe, but you can tell Sean's still in his feelings about shit. She goes out with her girls. It's her birthday. Jade is cute. I like Jade. I think she's pretty. I just wanted to say that. I think she's pretty and I think she's a cutie. I love her look, her face, her makeup. Her makeup is always cute. I love her makeup. her little wing liners and stuff and her glow. I love her highlights. Her highlights are always fierce. She's cute. I like Jade. I think she's pretty and I like her look. I just wanted to say that. So yeah, her and Sean are, you know, co-parenting and they're back civil, but you can tell some shit gonna happen just by the way Sean's demeanor. You could just tell. But they're cool as of right now. But her and her mom aren't talking, which is sad. Now she hasn't heard from her mom. You know, I think her mom's probably upset with her. You know, as you seen last episode, they got an argument. So I think she's probably in her feelings about that. That's probably why she's not talking to her. And that's why Jade doesn't really want to fuck with her mom like that. Because it's like, she's looking at it as like, well, you're my motherfucking mom, bitch. I don't give a fuck if I said go eat a dick. You're my mom. You're not supposed to abandon me. But Jade's mom abandons her. And she's done that her whole life. And that's why Jade don't fuck with her. And that's why they clash so much. And it's sad. But, you know, that dysfunction. We need counseling for everybody in this show. Because I gotta go. Okay, so last but not least, we're talking about Briana. So they're out in Oregon. You know, they're still stressed more now than they were last week. They haven't found a place, haven't found a job. They're trying to get it together. Briana is talking to her boyfriend in the bed about what they're trying to do. You know, we see Briana trying to get jobs. And then she has to talk with her grandfather. Her grandfather basically, you know, just saying like he didn't like Danae and he feels like the type of, I don't know if he meant like all the people she was hanging out with at the time or just like Danae. But he was just saying like he wasn't feeling, you know, him at the time. I don't think any of us were. And that he's cool with Robert, but he feels like it's the honeymoon stage and he still has time to, you know, prove himself and show like if he really can stick it out, which makes sense. I get that. So then we're fast forwarding to their conversation when Briana and Robert and the mom were talking about, you know, what they're trying to do. I think Robert asked like, well, if we don't find a job and a place within the next month or so, like, what are we going to do? And she was like, well, I guess we're going to have to sell the car so we can eat. And you can tell Briana was getting really annoyed. And then Briana said like, you know, why did we move out here? Like, we should have stayed in Milwaukee. Now, the mom really surprised me because I wasn't expecting her response to be what it was. Is that how you really feel? Because I'm about to punch you in the face. Then Briana says how she feels. And then she goes, where's my other quote? Oh, she wants to be a princess. She wants everything handed to her. And then Robert's response was, I wonder who did that. Which was a good response. I like Robert. That made me like Robert even more. He's getting some good points from me. I like Robert. I got a problem with Briana's mom. I do. Because, okay, no, hold on. Back up, Sonja. Okay. Like I said, I'm learning. You have to think. You have to put yourself in the situation, and you have to put yourself in other people's shoes. So, okay, I was about to go in on Briana's mom, but then I thought, wait. Briana's mom was a teen mom too. So then I should be getting in on Briana's mom's mom. Okay. All right, nah. I just literally remembered that right now. So with remembering that, I guess Briana's mom didn't have much guidance either. So I guess I can't be mad at Briana's mom. But it's sad to see these generational curses, these generational, like, okay, so the reason why I have a problem with her saying that is because I feel like, how are you going to sit here and get mad at her for being upset with you because as a mom you didn't provide for her like you're supposed to as a mom? Now, you might comment and say like, or me even think like, well, Briana's a mom herself and she's not a little girl anymore. She's grown and she has her own child to take care of. So what are you talking about? What I'm talking about is Briana is still a child. You could tell from every fiber in that girl's being, that girl is still a child. You can fucking tell. When she walks past you, when she says, hi, my name is Briana. When you look at her, everything about her does not say grown. Everything about her says, I'm still young, I'm still underage. And I'm still figuring it out. You could just tell. You could smell it on her that she's not grown. And that's no shade. That's just the truth. And there's nothing wrong with that. She's young. She's only 18. Is she 18? I don't even know, because I know when she was pregnant, she was 17. So I don't know how old she is. But she's not 21. So it's like, she's a young girl. not grown, okay? Obviously, her mom was letting her be grown before she had Brayson, I keep calling him Brayson, because how do you get pregnant? Okay? So she was letting her do shit. And I'm not saying that because everyone fucks without their parents knowing. But at the same time, what I'm saying is her mom let that shit slide. She would let Danae come over and sleep over the house and all the shit. And Danae wasn't her only boyfriend she's ever had. So her mom would let the shit happen. She would let her do what she wanted to do. The problem, this is what it is. Her mom let her be grown before she was grown. And that's why she's now stuck trying to be grown before her time. And then her mom expects her to be grown now, even growner, because she has a child. So it's like she thinks that Brianna's supposed to just get everything together on her own and just figure it out. Like, her mom is helping her, but at the same time, she's expecting Brianna to know. But you can't expect your child to know how to be an adult if you don't teach your child how to be an adult. Just raising them and feeding them and clothing them isn't enough. Like, if you want your child to prosper and to turn from a child to an adult, you have to teach them how to be an adult. You can't just expect, like, oh, I take them to school every day and I pay the bills, so when they turn 18, they'll figure it out. That's not how life works. I mean, a lot of people have to do that because, sadly, you know, some parents either don't want to, and honestly, a lot of parents aren't even able to really sit down and teach their children, like, how to do this and how to do that. I'm sure a lot of us can say our parents didn't sit us down with us and teach us how to write a checkbook. I don't know how to write a checkbook. So, I mean, you know, like, and it's nothing bad, you know, it's just the world we live in, and it just sucks. But at the same time, it's like you can't get mad at your child for not knowing how to be an adult if you didn't teach them how, you know? Like, what Briana said was right. In her head, how she's thinking and how I'm looking at her, because she is underage, and you can tell, I can smell it on her from Milwaukee, that she's not grown. She still has the young child on her. I don't know how to explain it, but she's still innocent. I don't know how to explain it. Like, she's not innocent, but you get what I'm saying. You could tell she's still not grown. And it's like, she don't know nothing. All she did was pop out a baby, but other than that, she's not grown. And you can't expect her to act like that. And it's like, you took her, an underage child, your child, and her baby, all the way across the country with no food, no house, no job, no money. Yeah, she feels like, what the fuck, Mom? You're my mom, and you got us out here, and I'm stuck. And now I got a baby, and we're stuck. Yeah. But her mom's response is that how you feel? Because if so, I want to punch you in the face. Rude, first off. Like, why are we getting violent? I'm just telling you how I feel. Second of all, yeah, bitch, that's how I feel. Why the fuck are we out here in motherfucking Oregon if we have no motherfucking money, no food, no gas? I can't even wipe my ass. Why are we out here? Yeah, why are we out here? And Robert was right. I wonder where she gets that from. You taught her that shit. You want to get mad at her and say, oh, she's a princess, and well, whatever you're complaining about, you raised her to be that. So you can't be mad. If you're saying, like, oh, she wants everything handed to her, well, you should have taught her how to be an adult before you let her have her boyfriend sleep over every night. How about that? I'm not judging, but I'm stating facts. You're mad because she's mad that you got them all the fucking way out here with no motherfucking money, no nothing. But you weren't mad at yourself for allowing boys to sleep over so she could get pregnant. I'm not judging, that's just a fact. You can't allow your child to act grown and do grown shit, but you don't teach them how to be grown. And then get mad because they're not acting grown. Well, if you're mad that she's acting like a princess, obviously you didn't teach her how to be an adult. So that's why she's acting like that. And maybe if you would have had a stable foundation as a mom, because you can clearly see there has never been a stable foundation. And I'm not trying to judge, because that's like we see. She was a teen mom. So I'm sure she's been winging it their whole lives. But, you know, I don't know. It is what it is. I don't know. If you like this video, like it. If you fuck with me, if you like this channel, you like this video, you like me doing reviews on this, because I'm going to keep doing this every Monday until the season's over. Subscribe to my channel. Fuck with me, I guess. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, comment down below and let me know. Yeah, that was bad, but it's late, so who cares? Like this video if you like it. Subscribe, and I'm out this bitch.